Good morning guys, welcome back to the vlog, welcome to a new week. It is week 15 or 16, but yeah, it is Tuesday today. Basically, we were meant to be here all day yesterday, however, we found a used car, but kind of in the spec that we wanted and everything like that in Stirling. So we actually popped through there yesterday morning and ended up buying the car. So that's very exciting. It is a Audi e-tron, if you're wondering, so it's fully electric SUV, and it's perfect for family car, run around, me coming here, and for Penny as well, of course. It's perfect because the boot space is all... Anyway, I'm rambling on, you don't care about cars, I'm sure. But yeah, so we finished boxing up a lot of the orders last night. I think there's only 2 or 3 left to go, which we will get boxed up tonight and they'll get picked up tomorrow. So it's looking very busy in here. I'm sure the courier is not going to be very impressed when I show him everything that needs to pack onto his van, but has to be done. So we have orders going to Lulu Loves, who I've told you about before, I'm sure. Who else? Rutherford and Co. I will leave addresses here. Jocasta, The Emporium, Ivad Gifts, and the Gift Boutique. So Ivad Gifts and the Gift Boutique are both in Scotland, and then everything else is going south of the border. Feels like it's been a long time coming getting everyone's orders ready, but I'm so glad that they're finally ready to go, and I'm just waiting for the courier to show up for them. Today it's just, yeah, it's gonna be good to get them into our lovely new stockists, and yeah, can't wait to see the displays that they put together and how they get on with the products. So now that we have everyone's wholesale orders going out the door, this week is really going to be all about catching up on candles. I've got my wax melter on, it's full of wax, ready for me to use today, because I just realised I've not actually made any candles since before we went to Harrogate, which is crazy, given that it is like pretty much the main thing that we do and what started the whole business off. It's like, how many weeks is that? 3 weeks maybe? Maybe even 4? But yeah, I've just been consumed by wax melts recently. And obviously we were away for like a whole week at Harrogate, so that didn't help. I'm actually going to be filming a sit-down video this morning as well, because I've not done one of those in, again, quite a few weeks, unfortunately. So if you have been looking out for those, then I can only apologise that things have just been hectic, and yeah, I've just really had to put it on the back burner and focus on just getting all of this stock made up, getting all of these orders out the door. But yes, I am back at it today. I'm going to be filming a video all about the trade show actually, and doing a little bit of a Q&A, because there were quite a lot of questions from people when we got back from Harrogate, just loads of questions really. So yeah, I'm gonna get cracking, get my little space all set up and my lights set up and everything like that, and get going.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Because you know what? We need you.
Hi guys, how are you doing? It is Wednesday today. It's actually a little bit later on in the afternoon now. Got a nice clear loading bay. Gordon was actually here first thing this morning because we left super late last night, like 9 o'clock, just after 9. So, hi Penny. So yeah, there was a couple of orders that we still wanted to get out of the door, and Gordon was planning on coming here later on, like after he'd finished his work and boxing up the orders then, but then we thought we'll book it in for tomorrow, and we're actually meant to be off tomorrow, so although we're probably going to pop in, we don't really want to be hanging around all day for the courier to show up. So yeah, we packaged up the last few orders from Harrogate this morning and they got picked up at about 12, and I've just been trying to catch up on candles, namely rhubarb, because they have been absolutely decimated from Harrogate. Let me show you. I've also tried to organise this a little bit better as well, so it's all looking very neat and tidy. So this is what I'm thinking of doing, is having all of the diffusers on the top and then the corresponding refills underneath. And I've chosen to do that even on the ones where they're obviously running quite low, I think in the hopes that it'll motivate me to kind of like fill up each cube so that we've got really good stock levels of all of the diffusers, because I really should get into the habit of doing that. But this lonely little box here is normally full of rhubarb, and as you can see, don't know what that's doing there. Thanks, Gordon. Yeah, we have literally nothing left. So that's not good, but luckily I have some here that I made up yesterday and some down here as well, and then, sorry, getting dizzy, and then some here which I've just made as well. So I have about 130 made up currently, and that should keep us going for quite a wee while, I think. We have actually also had news of 2 more stockists. Is that really loud? I absolutely love the sound of the rain on this roof because this is probably TMI, but we always like to listen to sleep sounds. I don't know if anyone else does that on Shmishmexa. I won't say it in case you do have one and it's alerted. But yeah, we get her to play sleep sounds, and one of them is like rain on a tin roof, and it literally sounds like this, and it's like so relaxing. Definitely not what I need when I'm at work, but can't really be helped. So we have had new orders come in from another 2 new stockists, just kind of got in touch with us. I think at least one of them found us on Instagram. I think they were following someone who saw us at Harrogate, who like popped us up on their stories, and like that's how they found us, and they followed us, we followed them back, and yeah, so that's great. Good morning guys, it's Thursday today. I've just been in the studio and packaged up all of the orders that we had to go out. Penny has just got back from the dog walkers as well, because basically we're not normally off on Thursdays, so we have the dog walker booked in to come here and pick her up, and we are about 20-25 minutes away from our house, so she does have to be picked up here, and I just didn't want to cancel in her last minute. So I have one very happy dog in the back, as well as lots of orders to drop off as well, so I'm going to drop them off at the post office on the way home, and then we've got the rest of the day to ourselves. It's Saturday. I have just got up, got myself ready, made myself a coffee. Actually this is my second. And if you were wondering, as instant coffee goes, this is pretty good. Side note. So it's actually not that early, it's about 10:30, but with it being Saturday, although it is a working day for me, I don't really feel too guilty about having a bit of a long lie. I've honestly just been so tired, like the past few days I've been sleeping a lot and really well mostly, but I'm just absolutely floored, so that's fun. But yeah, I am just getting ready to head off to the studio for the day. I've got a few bits and bobs to do, as well as actually pouring some candles, including making some TikToks, and I also really need to get the ball rolling with the larger size candles that we're hopefully going to be doing for Christmas. I have ordered new wicks. Obviously with it being such a bigger size than what we are currently using, we are going to need, to try using bigger wicks for testing. So I have ordered those. They should be here hopefully by Monday. I think it said it was dispatched, but I kind of thought it might have been here yesterday, but alas, no sign of them. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that they will be showing up on Monday. But today what I can do is actually pour the wax into the jars, and then I can try doing the wickless testing technique. I am kind of going down that route rather than just making like, I don't know, a dozen or so different candles with different wicks from the beginning. Yeah, so I'm tempted to go down the wickless testing route because obviously with them being so much bigger, there's going to be so much more like wax and fragrance oil used in them, and it's going to take a lot longer to burn them as well. It might take a bit longer, but it doesn't sit well with me like wasting that much materials, because oftentimes when you are testing wicks, you can kind of tell from like the first burn oftentimes if a wick is just like definitely not going to work for you. Today is the last day I'm going to be driving this car to work. We are taking it back tomorrow and picking up our electric car, and I'm so excited, but I am a little bit sad about saying goodbye to this one because I have really loved it for the past few years. Okay, that is me just poured every single fragrance of our Christmas collection in these big jars, and I have done 2 of each one because we've not actually decided whether we want to do a single wick or a double wick. Let me turn you around. So I'm thinking that I'm going to try and do some with the double wick method and some with the single wick method. And even if I don't, I mean, I've not spoken to Gordon about it, but even if I don't, then it'll still be good to have more than one. Unfortunately, we don't have that many extra jars. Like, I think this is pretty much it. We maybe got 1 or 2 others. But ideally, I would have liked to had some more spares. So I might actually go on and order some more. But yeah, I am glad that I've got kind of the ball rolling with that. I forgot how good the Christmas ones smell because obviously it's been so long since we've like really looked at them. I pulled some out for Harrogate and had a quick sniff and I was like, oh yeah, that's what that smells like. But like, you forget how strong it is when it's like straight out the bottle, like how potent it is, and it's like Christmas, yes. So yeah, I'm feeling kind of half and half, excited and also a little bit apprehensive about testing these just because it is kind of uncharted territory. So I don't know if you can see, but I measured out how much wax would fit into one jar, and I've done 3 of the fragrances so that it kind of reaches just this kind of line, and then this fragrance here, which is mulled wine, I measured out this one and I went like right above the line, which is how we would normally pour our candles just now, is we would kind of fill it up just above the lip. So I just kind of wanted to see what that would look like, because I'm not sure if that's actually going to kind of give the top of the wick and the lid enough room, or whether it would be better to go with this one with this kind of fill level. And it does still, or if it would be better to go with this kind of fill level, because it does still look full. Like, I was kind of worried that it might look like I'm being stingy if it was like, you know, like a big gap here, but actually we'll see what it looks like when they're completely dried. But it's taking absolutely ages. Like, I didn't even think about that. Like, compared to our jars at the moment, these are just taking so long to dry. So the ones at the back are obviously the ones that I did first, and that was probably about half an hour ago that I poured those, and they're still look like pretty much completely liquid. Hi guys, it's a little bit later now, and I have all of these candles here. They're all completely dried and they smell amazing. This is my favourite one, which is Christmas tree, and it literally smells like a proper Christmas tree. Like, there's absolutely no kind of toilet cleaner type smell, because obviously a lot of toilet cleaners are pine. You don't get any of that. It's just like full on the most realistic kind of Christmas tree smell you could ever imagine, and I bloody love it. I have also finished up all of these candles here. So these ones are Sandara Beach, and then these are the ones which I made yesterday or the day before, which are all rhubarb and plum noir. So I have over 100 of these. I think it's about 140, and then I have another 50 here. So yeah, I'm feeling much better about stock levels now for these 2 at least, and then I'm going to crack on with the other fragrances when I come back on Monday. We're off tomorrow, thankfully. But yeah, how satisfying does that look? Oh yes. Hi guys, it's Sunday. We have picked up the new car, and we've also been to our friend's house for lunch, which was really nice. And I've actually not driven this car yet, so I'm a bit nervous. I don't know why, but it's just kind of like, I don't know, learning how to drive an electric car.
It's very fancy.
Yes. So we're actually just going to the larder, gonna pick up some coffees or maybe some ice cream if the ice cream parlour is open, and then I'm gonna try driving back and we'll see how we go.
Be fine.
Hi guys, we have just got back from the larder. Unfortunately, because it was just shutting, we did not get any ice cream or coffees. But we did however pick up quite a few nice bits for dinner, like just for picky tea. So normally, of course, on a Sunday when we're not working, you would be seeing us going out for a nice dog walk, and although it is quite a nice day today, Gordon is going to be doing the walk by himself because I hurt myself yesterday. I may have fallen down a few stairs rather unceremoniously on my butt with my right leg like bent backwards. So I have been hobbling around today, and yeah, it's not been very fun, and I don't really want to go for like an hour-long walk. I don't think that's going to be good for it. So I'm going to put my feet up and Gordon's going to take Penny for a nice little walk, and then we're just going to have a chilled out evening, eating some yummy food and probably watching a film or maybe starting a new series of something. So I am going to finish off this week's vlog there. Thank you for tuning in. As always, it is very much appreciated, as are any likes or comments or anything like that. If you're new here and would like to watch all of the vlogs to come, then please do make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!